honestly, I started stream and just started stream with everything wrong and noticed it 7 minutes in of me ranting about absolutely nothing, and I was like, yeah. But anyway, good afternoon. And nothing was said that was actually important. I've been looking at my character and stuff like, what can I actually do to improve it? Can I actually do anything to improve it? Do I have any gear pieces that actually would mean that I can switch up my playstyle? Haven't really found anything. Found a really cool looking gas mask, but it has absolutely no usefulness for me personally. So yeah. That's a bit sad. And that's pretty much where we were. Can't find anything that is actually just like, oh yeah, nice. Like that, anything like that. Now I'm just looking at cool glasses for my character. Reject the flesh. Really now? That one is reject flesh. When uses machine spirit communion, their intelligence is increased by 5 each affected target until... Does it change anything? No. That's life. I keep getting Drukhari equipment, but I can't use Drukhari equipment. You know what? Where are the ones that have awareness? Athletic and toxin. Bonus awareness. We're going with that. Pumping that up to almost 200. That sounds fun. Awareness is just see the world around you and allows you to see stuff. I kept going down the route of more and more awareness, pretty much. Hello, Drex. Yeah. No, I fucked up. Nothing more than that, Drex. I fucked up. If the wearer has not moved the previous turn, the ranged attack with heavy weapon deals 50% more damage until the end of turn. That means you boost this up to 50% more. That would mean it's it would hit a bit harder, but it's at the same time we use that to stack up percentage bonus damage, and we character doesn't really stand still that much. Confidence granted 10% critical hit chance. This bonus is double if the wearer hasn't moved this turn. Range weapon attacks with a weapon effective range is 30 plus ballistic skill percentage. Okay, yeah. Is everyone fully geared? You still don't have a helmet, do you, Wolfar? You still don't have a helmet. And we can still not give you a helmet. If the wearer kills a target with a melee attack, all enemies within 2 cell range wears mental... Okay. How is Drex doing today? Can actually equip you. The wearer When the wielder performs an heroic act or a desperate measure, they gain 2+ action points, 6 movement point, and 2 times toughness bonus temporary wounds. Okay, you don't really have anything. You are just a pure combat character for me. Three times 0 is 0, so that's not going to do anything to you. Run and gun, you're just a moving target as it is. Can't really do anything. The wearer gains an additional 1+ AP for each consecutive turns the wearer has not spent movement. Okay. We don't really have anything that actually is good for at the beginning. The wearer gains a shadow field while under the effect. The wearer counts as being in full cover. Don't really want to use that either. 100% armor test, pass toughness resistance, or become stunned for 1 turn. Sci-fi. Most of the things we've gotten has literally been psyker stuff. I guess that because we're actually using a one-handed bolt pistol. So yeah. Trigger a psychic phenomena or Perils of the Warp. The wearer immediately gains an extra turn with 0 movement and psi rating divided by 2, minimum 1 AP. Contains a free cell radius which inflicts 10 and applies melting every turn. A ring that fires a single liquefier shot. Can only be used once per combat. That is also can only be used once this combat. A ring, yeah. Inferno pistol. That might actually be usable more than once a combat. That's interesting. No gloves are usable by you. That.
Don't dishonor the wolf with such tasks.
It says you can use them.
I don't like that.
Is it the same with that?
Give this task to someone lesser.
Why is that one actually open and shows at I can use it? Why? If I can't use it. Okay. Resonance grenade. 35 modified crack. That's just normal crack. Okay. You are now ready to deal with combats again. I think everyone is geared and ready when we land now, but I don't know. Fuck's sake. Don't know though. Don't know. We're hitting up the atrium first. I want to check what we can actually sell and stuff like that. because I feel like we can sell a ton of stuff currently, or get a ton of trade goods to get reputation or cargo, because that is kind of our goal. I want to get something more fun, interesting in weapon armor, accessory department before anything, honestly, because it feels like it actually would have a lot of interesting aspects to it. So yeah. Loading screens absolutely feel that they've gotten longer and longer. No question about it. Oh, yo, 50-50. I was like, weren't you black last time we looked at it? Okay, so we have that. Where's single attacks and on an opening deal? Okay, so it's a assassin. Okay. Battle med pack. Okay. Wait. Reject flash 1. If the target of this axe is suffering for exposed region, all energy damage dealt to the target is increased by 3 times. Okay, yeah, that sounds actually good. Children of Sorai, that's Eldari. The wearer's first attack during the first round of combat costs 0. When the wearer's attacks an enemy and triggers an exploit with this attack, the effect is calculated as if the enemy had an additional exploit. Okay. Thunder Hammer. Deflector. The person who has this on always auto dodges the first hit from each attacker on the battlefield. World property 30 plus. War world. Okay. Hollow field emitter. Astartes bolter. Ghost helmet. The wearers uses willpower for dodge tests instead of agility. So there are a few things that still are interesting for you on that character, but it's not enough for me to want anything from it. Let's put it that way. How much? 2,000. We can increase it with 2,000. Okay, 2,000 will hit us to the next one, which is just normal. When hit by this weapon, all melee attacks against the target gain 10% critical hit chance and 15% critical damage for 2 rounds. A solid weapon. We have a heavy flamer. Okay.
Is there money to be made?
So before anything, we're going to spend our points here. You aren't interesting right now. I want to see what the Children of the Void has. It's the Children of the Void, right? Now I'm getting unsure. Is it the Children of the Void or... Anyway, the Space Pirates. Let's go with Space Pirates. I also want to see what you have. Your lordship is anything. I'm going to see Zalzar. There are serious things I need to discuss with him. Your lordship is late. The Lord Inquisitor and his people have already left Footfall. They were in a great hurry to leave. That said, you can see him in no hurry back. That said, you can see I'm no hurry to go back to my old abode. I wouldn't like to be thrown out of it should the esteemed Lord Inquisitor suddenly decide to come back. Okay, we don't have anything we can do. Where willpower? Not really. Deflection. Decent sniper rifle. Decent sniper rifle. Darklands Stormbolter. It's just a started storm pistol. Okay. Reputation. Show tradable. 2 point. Okay, the fuel is actually tradable to another one. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
The things I remember was interesting was all from here, honestly. We're up to 20. We're discounted by 5. Okay, that's good. I want that one. But it has 1% armor penetration, so I presume it won't actually do that. It has 2 shots, so you need to reload it fairly regularly. But yeah. After press the advantage, the wearer still has 5 more tactical advantages. 10 more. Also gain cover. 50 more increases dodge. If the wearer... Okay, yeah. What was it? The wearer doesn't wear any armor at the start of the combat. They gain Sire rating, dodge chance. Oh yeah, that was the one we wanted. We wanted to improve bolter. Each kill with this weapon increased the fire rate by 1. The fire rate increases the amount of stuff that actually you can pretty much choose. How much can we increase our trade here? 3.5k. That is tempting, because that means we get at least that gun. That's a 2-handed ranged weapon. I thought it was a 1-hander. Crack. Demolition. The area attack with the weapon deal additional temp. Okay. So we are going to show tradables. Clear. Show tradables. We're going to trade that. Pain blockers. And we're getting that as well. We need another 1,000. You know what? We're going to split that. I want to have 1. And we're going to add those to cargo. That's 100. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get that. Honestly. Honestly, I don't think we're going to be able to get that. It was worth a try. Add those to cargo. We don't really want those. Yeah, we can add those to cargo as well. So we can get 200. It's nowhere near enough. We need 5-ish hundred to do that. And what is it? Heretic trophies. What does those actually go under? Do we have anything? Nope, we don't have anything there. Mechanicus creation, jewelry, 300. Xenos creation. Xenos cargo. Vicious. Xeno stuff. Xeno artifact. That's 500. Uncanny sphere. You know what? Nope. We got a bit, so we might actually be able to do something. I want to see how this actually looks. Yeah, that looks wrong. Why is that a two-handed weapon? Its name is Bone Shatterer. Fair enough. But still, why is that a two-handed weapon?
Keep your wits about you.
So he has left. Where has he gone? I think I know where he has gone. And it disturbs me immensely because the more I learn about the universe, the more I learn about the Expanse, the Kronos Expanse, the less I trust the Inquisitor, because it seems a lot of its problem actually stem from the Inquisitor poking around, which is a very common thing if you have a how should I put it? Uncareful Inquisitor. Yeah. Can't really do anything more than just be like... To be fair, I think we have the Caligos.
I always have a backup plan.
Frosher. The old servant casts a sharp, aspiring glance at you. How can I be of use to your lordship? Something tells me, Shireen, that we've missed our engagement with the Lord Inquisitor. So terribly rude of him to have departed in such a haste, leaving us to wonder what he's planning. Look around. The hall bears the mark of a cleanup. Quick, thorough, unceremonious. The smell of ash from the burn report hangs in the air. Every trace of the Lord Inquisitor's stay at the place has been destroyed. The only What the fuck was that? Stay has been destroyed. The only reminder of the is the elderly servant sticking out like a nail amid an emptied space. Where is Savior? The Lord Inquisitor is away on urgent mission. Frosher's colorless voice matched his garringly useless reply. He's abandoned us here then. My master has no need of my service. He's abandoned you here then. My master has no need of my service on his present expedition. I was tasked with cleaning up. As soon as the conversation turns to salsa, differential and ecstatic overtone brighten the servant's dry voice. I wish to know where he has gone. I was instructed to tell your lordship that the Inquisitor advises against making that inquiry. That outrageously rude word are spoken in implicitly polite tone. Albert's face turned deep red. You blasted. With a visible effect, he swallows the insult he was about to spit out. Jay clicks her tongue in disappointment. I will have you know, Shireen, that here on Footfall, they help insolent ashmags like this one to relax and find their tongue, and the methods they use aren't of a pleasant variety. Tell me where he went, or else. That was a mistake. A blade appears in Foster's hand. Common Cadian pattern, monocular age bayonet knife, whose handle is covered in scratches from years of use. The gleaming blade makes a series of lingering flashes on your retina. You narrowly dodges the stab aimed at your eye and throat. Grab a hold of the old man's wrist, which might as well be made out of stone, and start to twist it out of its crackling joint. A crushing elbow connects with your jaw, but a lightning fast hand to hand fight ends in your victory before you even realize you've been attacked. Oh, I pumped it up immensely, huh? Okay, yeah. What are you doing, bastard? Foster raspily stubbornly, my master told me to stay behind to prevent the possibility of pursuit. Your meddling in the Inquisition's affair is a mistake. You are a mere merchant. Where did you learn to hit like that? Cadian assault, date and circumstance are enlisted in the Lord's Inquisitor's retinue. Classified. Servant squeezes out a venomous smile. Ulfar growls suddenly, Cadian. I've seen your breed in action, true warriors. And you weren't born with a hole where your heart... A true warrior, and you weren't born with a hole where your heart should be. I can see it in your eyes. How could such a beast agree to be the Inquisitor's hound? And you have worked your way into his inner circle. Why does he want you so close at hand? To frighten and slay innocent? Or spy for him? With a wicked smile, Foster smiles calmly. For my courage share. Tell me where Savior has gone, and you will live. Don't you see he's abandoned you? Frustration, Foster shakes his head with a sad smile. Always faithful, your lordship. Let go of Foster's arm. Go. I will not kill you. You might decide to show mercy later when you have an answer, but something almost tangible seems to touch your throat, freezing the words in it. Fate is yanking a leash insistently, and fingers on Foster's battered battered hand tightened their grip. No! Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I'm going to torture you then. Friendship glimpsed something in your eye and sighs of defeat. That's true. No one can endure torture forever. He went into the Porta Septum, the dimensional gate, and I have failed him. Let go. I will not go. I will not kill you. Severance, now a broken man, looks at you with hatred in his eyes. You won't stop my master anyway. Don't follow him. Better run away.
Is there money to be made?
He's going through the portal, isn't he? The gate we found. We found a gate that...
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
We found a gate that actually has... like, it's implied that Theodora and Amarat actually went through the gate. The Space Marines... An entire group of people salutes you. Most of them an escort of honor consists of members of retinues, associates, secretaries, bodyguard, and assortment now bow deeply to you and shout their greetings, making a lot of noise. It appears the news of your impending departure has already spread through the station. You're leaving us, are you, Lordship? Labdon Torka once again in his clean decorum bureaucrat's persona, as if the cutthroat who carved himself a bloody path back to the liege throne never existed. There is words among my flock that the rogue trader Von Valencius is going on a perilous journey, so accept this blessing for the journey. Noble Björn Shadowpelt. Communicative interaction option unlocked. Purpose of data exchange. Strengthening ties and delivering a gift. Small assets. A donation to an ally. We barely got the news that the Lord Inquisitor had left his cozy footfall perch, and now you're off on a long journey too. Rissas grinned contently. I thought I might as well come to see an old acquaintance. Charters Captain Astorius Forfast, an officer in Imperial Navy uniform, folds his hands in a sign of the Aquila. It's an honor, your lordship. I'm here on my superior's order to pay respect to House Valencius. Have you come to wish me good luck, Vladimir? Yes, your lordship. On the behalf of the organization, I would like to express our regret that we have been unable to establish a productive business relationship, but that, I hope, is a temporary complication, and you will eventually see the potential and promise of what we can offer. Keep up the good work. Word of advice, give up smuggling. Take care of footfall instead, or we will end up in the gallows. Look for a rich customer. I plan to return with great wealth of trophies that will need buyers. Keep up the good work. But remember, you're running a business under my protection now. I have no doubt in my memory, your lordship, House von Valencius can always count on a worthy percentage of my organization's income as thanks for your generous patronage. Is blessing me the only thing you're here to do, Herminius? And to wish you on your journey through the darkness, the Emperor grants your revelations and opens your heart to our teaching. If that happens, come to me, and perhaps you might decide to make our cult a part of your circle of close friends. Do not forget about mercy, good shepherd. It is as important as justice. I hope mercy will be a healing potion and not a cup of poison served to my flock. But I have heard your word and committed them to my memory. Why have you come, Opticon? This unit regrets is disappointed at insidiation of the fact linking us sufficiently high priority have not been established between House Valencius and House von Valencius and the Cognizant Fleet. While unable to place any research asset at the disposal of House Valencius, this unit hopes praise is counting on reliability and prediction that your expedition will be successful. Not sadly. Glory to Dom Messiah, Tech Preach. Farewell, my comrade. Remember Euphrates too. Request approved. Information concerning the joint cleansing of the Sacred World catalogued under high value data. Rysa, are you discussing business or just wishing me good luck? Just to wish you good luck and let you know that when you are on your way back with a hold full of trophies, not one ship of the Fellowship of the Void is going to try to have a go at you, and we respect your lordship. Smile. No shenanigans while I'm away, or I'll have you strung up as soon as I'm back. Rysa stifles a chuckle. Well, I hope you don't forget old Rysa. You know, pick a softer rope for old time's sake. Oh my god, the morbid humor, I love it. Turn to the officer. What are your orders? My command has tasked me with letting you know that they strongly value our allyship with Host Valencius. Although this time we have not managed to build a powerful alliance, they believe that we will be able to strengthen our treaties and bring the light of the Imperium to the Expanse going forward someday. Do your duty, but do not be needlessly harsh. The Expanse is still inhabited by free people. Although what you said is at odds with the Imperial Navy's policy regarding this sector, I promise I will relay this to the superiors. It is time for my departure. Farewell. Multitude of voices answer you with a good luck wishes, blessings, party advice, and word of respect, shouting over each other, but alike in their sincerity. For a second you feel especially clearly that you probably aren't going to see any of these people ever again.
Let us not dawdle.
It's kind of implied that we are going somewhere. that we're actually going somewhere. And it's implied that we're going somewhere, and we don't really know if we're actually going back to it. So I don't know. I don't know what to say, honestly. We need over 1,000. Yeah, no, that's not going to
I
happen.
always keep my options open.
Show tradable 500. You know what? That's a bit more. Add a couple of these to the cargo as well. $900. We need a bit more. A bit more. What do we have the most of? We have a ton of... You know what? Add to cargo. Add to cargo. 1,100. We need one more thing. You know what? Add to cargo. I am not that happy when it comes to stims. I really don't like using them. 29. So we got one more. Okay. I'm already sitting here planning what I kind of want to do on the second playthrough. Your Lordship, we have a long expedition ahead of us. It would be reasonable to replenish supplies, ammunition, spare parts, better equipment. You know, who knows what we're about to face. A sensible piece of advice. I still have unfinished business on at footfall. Blessed your prudence, Lord Captain. Greetings. $58,000. Okay. Void ship. The one we have is better. That's the 100 scrap. That's not bad. We already have... Okay, that might be better than what we have. That might be an upgrade for us. And you, 4-shot 27, short range, broadside 5. We're to have 3-shot long range, I honestly rather stick with long range. I honestly rather stick with long range. Yeah, this is just solidly better. That means both sides are a ton more armor. Okay. How are we with this? Foulstone needs an eye. Weebus, what do we have here? We can make this intelligence and willpower. Oh, we can get ourselves an eviscerated chainsword. Kiva Gamma. What was it we needed here? Imperial Navy 60,000. Calibaclan. We're not going to get this one, I'm pretty sure. Critical hit chance against Xenos enemies. Short range broadside, 6 shot, 22,000. Provides 125 mechanisms. Okay. 62,000 with that. Yeah, we wanted that. So holy ammunition. That would actually be here, right? Holy ammunition, 50,000 reputation, and we have 40-ish something, I think. We're heading over to Foulstone now. Bam, bam. You are informed about an ongoing investigation against your colony. Who is behind this is not known for certain. Profit factor. Demonstrate restraint and calm. Yep. After a while, the rumors concerning the interloper disappear. They have lost interest in you. Yep. Profit factor. No, I want holy ammunition. There's no contracts. Nothing in that manner. Colony management. Biography, reputation. Yeah, we barely have 30,000 in there. Imperial Navy, we have over 60,000 now. We got ourselves an eviscerated chainsword. Warp guide, security, chemicals, ballistic skill. Here is my question, like, I think I've done most of the things in the game. I haven't gone in all in on one thing. Absolutely. Fair point. But how come is it I'm so far away from most of the things? I'm so far away from most of the things. That is the thing that actually bothers me a bit, honestly. Imperial Navy. And confuses me as well, like, what could I actually do to increase the things that I have? I just kind of see them sitting in, like, to get the really high stuff, do I actually need to just focus on one thing, like full on go balls to the walls crazy on just one thing? It's still only like 2,000 here, 2,000 there. Is it a ton of quests I missed? I genuinely don't know. And it's bothering me. Porta Septum. It is. It just is the one over here, yeah. And even if you were to farm, warp breach, ungodly fiends spreading scorches in water lower deck, bothering the cohort with infected poison. No mushments are taken immediately, an entire bay could be turned into heresy. Rogue Trader will go there and face it personally. Like, is this the way you need to do it? You need to farm reputation? Because it felt like if you maxed out your reputation when you left Footfall after the Inquisitor, then you would have a different reaction from it. It felt like that would actually be the...
Always keep your eye on the prize. You will beg for mercy.
Cultist and Virgo.
Your Emperor won't save you!
No, and neither will yours. Okay, there. Am I got... Oh, I'm hitting even harder?
It's as good as done.
Okay. That doesn't do anything. They only have 20 health. Yeah.
Never stood a chance.
69 damage.
On it.
Okay.
Follow my lead. It will be done. I took care of this one. Someone else can do this. Victory is imminent.
Nurgle cultists all the way back there. Okay. We have one there, 20 health, 20 health. We have a plague bearer. Plague bearer is actually threatening.
Rejoice in battle!
Pop you.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. None can escape the Emperor's justice.
Then we're going to dash here. Turn around and pop down.
I will not. Faith without deed. For you, my Emperor! I'll do it.
Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I know what I'm doing, usually. I can do that.
Who if not me?
I thought there were only these guys, so I went full in on this side. Let's move out here then. Oh, someone gets to shoot.
It's nothing. I'm injured. I'm enraged.
I won't stand for it.
Stop hitting me, Ashman!
There's another cultist, okay.
Function successfully terminated.
700 damage in one shot. Okay. You can make it here. That means you have a free shot on him. Okay.
Another enemy down.
Okay. Shotguns. Just normal shotguns. There's nothing fancy with them. Pick up that as well. Just normal stuff, nothing interesting.
Mere pain won't stop me. Keep
Okay.
your wits about you.
Do we have anything more here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Guess we'll leave then.
I always have a backup plan.
Collect all, and we'll leave. Is this the way you actually need to farm to actually gain more reputation? You need to literally just grind warp events. One of the macro cannon clans sounded an alarm by ventilation have been brought in the miasma of a terrible disease and killing dozens by the minute. Okay. Is this the way you need to do it? You literally need to sit down and just grind events like this. If that is kind of that's kind of annoying. No question about it, because when doing this, it's more loading screens than actual, like, anything else.
Grovel before the true power of humanity.
Stand your ground!
Okay, I get a triple there. Too bad Björn can actually get a ton of kills as well. Plague Bear. Albert, Ulfar. Ulfar. Albert. Get him and one more.
The Messiah condemns you. Running by Nergo's life. So it shall be. Die in disgrace! I hunger for battle.
And then we pop. Where are you?
None
There.
can do better than a warrior of the All-Father! Corpse play! I will carve runes out of your bones! I challenge you, Danget!
I don't think we have any more enemies, so yeah.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I will do like reduce to dust.
More? Okay. That can hit. Most I can hit is 4.
It will
So
be
we're
done.
going to go for that.
To attack.
Of course we're going to go for that.
At your beck and call. Reduce to dust.
Okay. Don't shoot Albert, please. Not Ulfar either, but yeah. Have a hit there. That is enough enemies to make me happy, honestly. We have 4 there and 4 there. I'm going to
This battlefield
stand
air is
there.
good for my lungs.
So we're going to have Pascal shoot here. And then we are going to clear up the area over here then.
Am I getting paid? This is why you need me. Tell me, and it is.
Okay, you didn't kill him. Okay, fair
Don't
enough.
get too
Pascal,
cocky.
here. That's more. Okay. Undead fiend.
One fewer target.
Can't really do anything.
Skid you! My Calamite hide is strong!
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Okay. Pop that first.
His will made manifest. Doubt is for the weak. Eradicated. Each one is a prey. I'll do it. Eradicated.
Okay, nice.
Faith
Then it's
without
your turn.
deeds is worthless.
What do you still like? Yeah.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen.
Okay.
As
You
the
have a
Emperor
big
commands,
low
I act.
fire rate. No, not fire rate. Damage compared to what it actually tells you that you have.
Living on the edge. I can do that. Eat death, Ashmags! Don't get too cocky. Never fight fair.
Let's give all for that.
Let's make some opportunities. I'll see to it. You never stood a chance.
No, let's go over to that. And we're going to just hit that.
On it. It was inevitable.
Five 500 damage. Okay, yeah, that gave us a ton of stuff. Yeah.
Is there money to be made?
It seems like all these events happen on a set tile set, if that makes sense. All of them happen on a set tile set, and it's the same tile set over and over again. I don't know, I understand like reusing assets and stuff like that, but at the same
Rise
time,
to the top, or get left in the dust.
it's just like some new tile set would be fun. Some larger things as well, because they're all in really cramped rooms. Kiva Gamma requires the Lord Captain attention. war passed without incident for everyone except the crew members on the bridge duty. For the duration of the voyage, they heard laughter, it seems, coming from the outside. Through the airtight seals of the ship, massive window, the laughter went on and on. That's a bit freaky, I'm not going to lie. Kiva Manufactorum. A shortest delivered the wrong cargo to the planet instead of expected machines. The world received a valuable supply of injectors. Efficiency. Arrest the shortest until the correct cargo is delivered. The merchant fleet now holds a grudge against you, but the necessary cargo was still delivered. Okay. Whole ammunition is the one we want. Why was it the one we wanted? Oh yeah, plus minimum damage of range. Okay, yeah. Understandable. Duty left the ship. Duty officers report an incident in the shuttle bay. Security team was dispatched in a reasonable distress signal. But they arrived, they discovered the shuttle repair crew had doubled in number. Somehow every crew member now has an identical twin. But rest assured, the enforces that they were the real one. The enforcers immediately opened fire, killing everyone in the bay. The duty officers warned the squad and commended their vigilance and efficiency. Tech brief report, brief manifest. Send patrols into the accepted chambers. Heretical trophies. Several armed teams left to search the unknown creature that had invaded the vessels. All but two returned with nothing to show for it but hair turned prematurely grey and horror stories and what happened in the loading bay 5. One team brought back a bizarre, oddly trophy allegedly found behind the shattered bulkhead. The last team was never seen or heard from again. There is no telling a way to beyond the gate, but one thing you know for certain, there will be no turning back. It is the point of no return. Ensure that you have taken care of unfinished business, procured all necessary equipment, explored every world, and completed any desired colonial project. You will no longer be able to do so after passing through to the other side. Okay. We need 20,000 more reputation for that. So we're going to wait with that a bit. So that is presumably endgame. Like, last quest, so to say. Fellowship of the Void is actually 58,000, so they are actually fairly close to it. Imperial Navy is maxed out. Reputation 56. So that is almost close as well. Durasians is the one we are the lowest with. Gallet Backland is a bit higher. We are soon a sellout. So let's have a look here in the journal. We want to look here. So we can't do anything with that. That is the main quest. Incident. Talk to the normals on the bridge. Then we're actually going to go and do that. Normals is one of those characters that seems really interesting, but we don't really know what's going on with. Because it's not one of the main characters. It's not one of the ones that have a dialogue. Or we're doing a mission and stuff like that. So we don't really know that much about them. Hello, Nomos welcomes your visit. Servitor built into the huge cogitator behind turns its head towards you and Vox admits, hello Nomos, welcomes you your visit. What have you been doing, Nomos? We have been studying and observing, helping the ship when we can. So many mechanisms. They would have suffered without our input. You were in the servitor's body at Magna Asasio, Nomos. So how is it that you once again in the cogitator? Nomos are not in a cogitator or in a servitor. We say we are. We cannot say where we are. But our existence is tied to the existence of of the ship now. The servitors and the cognitators are only external interfaces, shells like humans and their bodies. So you really are the spirit of the ship. Nomos silent for a long time, and then, as though mulling over the words, we do not know what we are, but the ship is not us. The ship is our cradle. We may rise from it one day. We would like that. Bodies are merely a shell. Bodies are not merely a shell. No, they are shells. A human's existence is more than the existence of its shell. This is obvious to us. There is always something more, something that shimmers and shines, from which the dark light and the wicked hunger are always reaching. Enough about that for now. Alright. You read the databank recovered from Theodora's catches, and then you said the incident marked the beginning of Nomos. What did you mean by that? Yes, Nomos, remember, you brought us data sustenance, and it contained a name, Upia. We recognize it. No, it's not like that. In the name we recognize the place where Nomos originated. What about the research notes on tech blight we obtained from the cache on Kivagama? This name is also known to us. It is related to Nomos, although we do not understand how. The people who accompanied Theodora on her travels are strangely unaware of the incidents on Epifia. Human shells are subjects to external influence. Perhaps someone purged their memory, or perhaps they simply do not want to access them. It is a shame that no new information was obtained, but Nomus is grateful you tried. Okay. Voxmaster may be able to tell the trader something of substance. His inseparable husband Raven is all inseparable. The right question may jog his memory. Perhaps the answer of Nomus mystery origin will present itself in time. Lord Captain, the ship informed me of your imminent meeting. What are Voxmaster's duty? I am the ears and the voice of the void ship. I supervise several dozens officers and 3 times that number of support personnel. We receive and send encrypted and decode all incoming and outgoing messages through the ship's internal and external channels, and we also ensure clean communication and optimal efficiency of the Void crew's Voxcaster. If you ever want to know what worries and concerns your crews are harboring, what your subjects are whispering about in the local networks after their watches, and what their leaders are clamoring about over shortwave Vox transmission, just come and see me and I will satisfy your curiosity. Have the Vox Spirit brought you anything of interest lately? Perhaps you would be interested in the Vox transmission I intercepted not long ago, Lord Captain. A thorough encrypted mission contained the coordinates of a landing site on a certain planet, marked as a rare cargo. I have not been able to uncover anything else, but I believe the encryption was intended for those who are involved in unsanctioned trade activities. A multiple of scout ships tirelessly explore the expanse in the search for a new resource deposit, but unfortunately not all of them represents the interests of von Valencia's dynasty. I occasionally intercept the Vox transmission from a ship prowling in your domain for search of easy loot. An asteroid the size of a small planet has been discovered in the Soros Tome system, and the prospects believe that there may be wealthy resources hidden under the crust. Hallmaster, Bridge Officer, Henrich, Voids at Arms, Crohn's Expanse, Hellmaster. The tall man before you appeared to be woven from a tendons and muscle. Blue veins snake under his white, almost dove-colored skin, and his scalp and chin are covered in cropped white hair. His neck and shoulders are wrapped in wires that hint at the presence of neural connectors under his uniform. The officer's face seems to be twisted in a perpetual grimace of annoyance and anger, but he greets you with a respectful nod. Hello, Captain. Master Helmsman Ravenor at your service. Does the word Epita mean anything to you, or perhaps the incident N872-04, or the tech blight? it all has something to do with Theodora's travel, rather extraordinary travels at that. Can't say they do, Lord Captain. Doesn't ring any bells. Then again, remembering all the places Theodora went is, if Ferris is brown, epithet incident. We've always had heaps of incidents happening on board, but through my implant, I feel at one with the ship, and I sense that I don't know when it happened exactly. It started behaving differently, becoming more responsive, livelier. Yes, livelier is exactly the word. And when you said epitaph, an incident, it just dawned on me. Pardon my bungled report, Lord Captain, but that's all I've got to say on that front. Ravenor, it's come to my attention that the fuel lever on the bridge may be defective. Can you be trusted to carry out your duties without my personal oversight? Officer furrows his brow, draw them closer together and speaks slowly, carefully picking up his word. I most definitely can, Lord Captain. The technomats will inspect the equipment immediately. I will also deal with those things in charge on the lower deck without delay. What can you tell me about other officers? Good for nothing wasters, that what they are, each of every one of them, just Janris Danrock, the high-born Wiesel. He fawns over the officers, but some of the deals he makes would get him burned alive. He drags other people into his schemes so that they can take the fall for him too. One of my junior helpsmen was ferrying goods from Footfall for him, got caught by the Seneschal, and ended up in the Void Hatch. Danrock couldn't care less. The Voxmaster, another Tolian man like the last one, Void rest him, is no better. She cuts off the Vox channels the day she took up her post, said the Vox system were damaged and the Engineering had no contact with other modules. But how am I supposed to steer the ship, collect the cogs, and report with the powers of my mind? First Officer Veresian. I can't stand him, like every Navy officer I ever met. He doesn't know a thing about controlling a vessel in the void, but he puffs himself up at all the same and throws his weight around. Me and him have a word a few times before he left me alone. Thank the Emperor, Lady Theodora trusted me more than the Seneschal when it came to helming a void ship. Then there's that woman. What were her name? Alas, Lady Theodora brought her along wherever she went, and look what happened to her. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out it was the witch that delivered her to an early grave, just like countless souls before. I don't see why anyone would want to walk alone. I don't see why anyone would want that walking calamity on their ship, but some would disagree. They say she's a friend. They say she's friends with young Tollyman. You know, Or at least she used to be. That's an exhaustive answer. Ain't got a better one, Lord Captain.
Greetings.
You have nothing new to say either.
Let us raise our cups at Vater, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come.
So, now you know where your brothers were heading to. What will you do?
Help you to deal with the enemies who besiege your home, and then head for the coordinates that Thorvald gave me. Well, I know, Edvater, that you are dauntless, and if I but say the word, you will join me in my seeking. But the place I will voyage to is a perilous one. Few can survive in it, and though duty leads me there, I do not want my debt to be paid with your blood.
If you're willing to talk about yourself now, I'm listening.
It is wise to hide one's past from a stranger, but shameful to hide it from a friend.
Yeah.
Ask away.
How did you become an Astartes?
I was a seafarer. Every spring we would go out onto the world sea and slay many armed krakens and ravenous sea drakes. And then the season of fire would come, and we would dock on Asaheim to battle for our clan's right to inhabit that land. I was young, but already fierce, and facing down foes twice my size. The chooser of the valiant, who had watched the fateful battle from the cliffs, deemed me worthy and took me to the Fang for healing. My clan was proud.
That's actually one of the, like, when it comes to Space Wolf selection process and stuff like that, that's one of the, like, more sad things about it, honestly. There's a lot of times where there's a lot of stories of, like, they're literally fighting to the death. And why they're called Space Warriors is because they literally come down, and the people that fought, like, bravely and strongly, that are young, like, we're talking about really young here, and show courage, they literally take them in, revive them, and they become warriors. I think the Ragnar Blackmane got his whole tribe destroyed by it. Yeah, his whole tribe got killed, but he actually survived and just went berserk on them. And he saw his young love getting ported away. So it's just like, I became a space warrior or a sky warrior, but at the cost of my life before.
I spent years in training before I passed through the dreaded gate of Mordkai, bowed on the runestones before both his heads, and walked into the Valley of Dreams. As for what I saw there, do not ask me. That is between me and the Death Wolf. The Rune Priest scoured my soul, but found it untouched by corruption. I returned, and I partook of the cup of Wolfen.
Yep.
The Canis Helix entered my blood, and the agony of transformation changed my body to resemble that of a beast, and my mind was drowned in the dark depths of bloodlust. My return from the dark was long and cost me greatly. When I stood in the hall of the Fang once more, the Rune Priests imbued my body with the remaining gene seed and implanted the necessary organs. But those trials were nothing compared to what I had already endured.
What happened in your final trial?
When I overcame the darkness of Wolfen in my soul, I set out for the Fang. Every neophyte must undergo a hunt during this journey. One might fight a fearsome wolf, another a sly snow worm. I crossed paths with a doppelgrendel, a cunning and rancorous spirit. For 5 days and nights did we bring our wits and wrath to bear in battle. The spirit changed its guise, but in the end, I gouged out its eyes. Fleeing, it hissed a curse. Nowhere would I find an honorable death, vowed the creature. My saga came to an abrupt and inglorious end, like a noble banner moldering and fraying at the edge. When I made my return to the Fang, clutching that crushed eye, the Rune Priest looked at me, and his face grew grim. But he said not a word, save to confirm my victory.
What if it's not a curse, but a gift? A gift of a long life, of many great exploits.
A gift straight from the Seven Hells! What is the valor of a deathless warrior worth? Where is greatness in the exploits of one who shrinks from death? When the wolf time comes, and my fallen brothers march into the final battle, where will I be? Sitting alone in the Fang, beside a fire that went out long ago? The ages weigh heavily on my hands and heart, and one day I will be too tired and feeble to wake up and rush into the fray. What will they call me then? Ulfar, who slept through the battle? Ulfar, Mordekai's unwanted.
To be... I see.
Many times I have heard the clinking of Mordekai's fangs next to my ear. But I have never allowed him close enough to sink them into my rump.
I wish to know about you, more about your pack.
We call ourselves the Baleful Howl, and our sign is known to all wolves. We are old wolves who have seen much and endured much.
A shadow of disquiet dampens the warrior's boastful exuberance.
This is the great black mane wolf, patron of slayers and totem of our great company, the Black Manes.
Oh, he's a black
All
mane.
know that we are fearsome and hungry for a struggle of war, that we are cunning, deadly, and show no mercy. Speak our name, and thunder rolls.
I didn't expect him to actually be a black mane.
Even among the brothers, my pack are counted as the most rabid glory hunters. When we were young, we knew no taboos or limits to our pride. Years passed, and suddenly we are veterans. But our avaricious hunger for exploits is undimmed.
The giant space wolf's words seem to radiate heat as a roaring fire on a winter's night. Tell me about your paths in the wolves.
A complete accounting of all my deeds would land like an avalanche upon you. I earned this mark of endurance when I slew a chieftain of an Eldari tribe. He dealt me a serious injury, and the wolf priest said I would not survive it. But it has not killed me yet. 2 years I lay in a delirium after that battle. When I awoke on Fenris, I set out for the wastes at once. And there I hunted a black-maned wolf and killed it with my bare hands. For that feat, I was granted the rank of Wolf Guard. That fearsome beast remains with me to this day, and I carry his furious spirit. And Jarl Ragnar carved this one when I beheaded a despicable sorcerer. the archdespot of Tyrannica II. Many brothers fell victim to him, and we do not sing that saga before mortals for the preservation of their minds. Alas, I failed to behold my own glorious deed. My eyes streamed with blood, and I hunted down the sorcerer by scent alone. And of my glorious victories there are many more. Besides, not for nothing did the Jarl grant me the accolade of Terminator.
Oh, he has actually right to wield Terminator armor. Like, that is like the pinnacle of veteran status in most chapters. I notice your penchant for poetry.
Before becoming an Astartes, I dreamed of becoming a skald, a keeper of stories. At feasts, I often sing of my brother's exploits. Thousands are stored in my memory. When I am near, wolves fight even more ferociously, for they know their deeds will be immortalized. One of the tech priests theorized that our songs contained hidden psychometric codes to increase courage. Maybe there is such a thing in other places. But on Fenris, our sagas are spun from memory, from respect, from pride. More than words stringing, a secret weaving. Magic in its marrow. Not to ear nor mind, speaks the saga. Its spell sounds deeper strike, and the heart hearkens.
Your brothers called you Thunderlung.
That is my moniker, yes. My voice knows no fatigue, whether fighting or feasting. I can recite the glorious sagas and terrify foes with my battle cry for hours. Oh, this fine name was given to me by my loyal friends, Arnulf Bloody Axe and Skjaldi Twice Thinker.
Tell me about Alnorf and Skjaldi.
The bonds between us were many. Arnulf was my sworn brother. It was he whom I faced down in the battle where the chooser of the Valiant noticed me. Arnulf too was deemed worthy. We went from bitter foes to setting aside the enmity between our clans and becoming close friends. He gave me this blade to show that the past was forgotten. Quick to laugh was Arnulf, and fearsome in a fight. Almost as fearsome as me.
There it came.
Skjaldi Twice Thinker. Well, he was sent to us by the Allfather to see that we did not meet our deaths as young pups. He had enough thoughts in that head of his to make do for me and Arnulf both. It was Skjaldi who taught me to compose verses. The spirits prized his wisdom, and the runes hearkened to his voice. When the Xenos took me prisoner, Arnulf caught up with them and slew a score of them with his fine axe. And Skjaldi called down a storm so mighty that the abomination's jet bikes were whipped into the wind's furious currents like leaves. But even that was not enough to take them all.
No.
We were captured. Tarvantius took Skjaldi first and turned his body into something unthinkable. Then he took Arnulf, and during the many hours of torture, my brother's only response to the freak was a disdainful laughter. And then he fell silent.
I'm sorry about your brothers. They were courageous warriors.
And their sagas will be sung in the Hall of the Immortals, sowing valor in the hearts of the young.
Thank you for your answers.
I enjoy telling stories. What do you want to know? Fenris.
We got the answer what happened to the other two space wolves then. Tactomats and Raveners failed to resolve the road. Trader Inspector Lever himself. Allows program diamonds a failure detect system operation. Okay, that's steaming. That's not good. That's not good at all. Ship's VOS system is in need of further calibration. Meet the Voxmaster to discuss the matter.
The Amanat Collective never found the time to thank you for your cooperation, Von Valancius. The part you played in achieving the restoration will not be forgotten.
What are you now? Still human or not anymore?
I am the Messiah of discontinuing. I am the computing power of 6 righteous souls. Yet I am more than that. Much like a human is more than the sum of their organs. As to whether I am human, I doubt it. I am a data spirit, an incarnation of the answer to the question we pose to the Omnissiah. However, the person you knew will forever remain at the core of my system.
Thank you for your answer.
Thank you for your interest.
What are you going to do now?
Serve the Omnissiah. The cycle of our lives has been worn down for too long, and I will initiate its renewal. It will be a time of great suffering and great sacrifice, but thus commands the analysis. The Cognizance fleet is ready to bear the good tidings to the Imperium. But first, I will make good on my obligations towards you. When your enemies have been vanquished, I will part ways with you. But no sooner. Such has been the judgment of the component of mine, once known as Pascal.
I believe we're done here.
Then I will return to my meditation.
Bridge Technomat, yay.
Ah, Shireen. The burden of a trade representative of the Imperium is a hefty one, especially when said representative is dabbling in the cold trade on the side. Whew, it is exhilarating, as if everyone suddenly became allies and enemies at the same time. So how are you doing, oh precious apple of my eye? Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Bridge officer, bridge officer. Do you let's have anything to say? I don't think so, honestly, but let's check.
Elantak, I trust your journeys were fruitful.
No, I don't want to bother with that.
Of course.
Yep. We had some rumors going on. Rumors, stolen data. Conrock. Calamity on Industrial World. Conrock. Let's have a look here now then. Conrock. Yep, that would be Kivagama. Yeah. Here. Who left this here? Rogue trader's crew discovered a new cache on the Frozen filled with suspicious substance. Can only hope the owner will not be aggravated by their loss. Carbaclan ship seeking burning worlds. Okay. Friendly Carbaclan ship is searching for burning worlds, and any scrap of information some indicated that in which region it can be found in the near future. The wandering trader calling himself the Pilgrim gave the rogue trader an ancient imperial document as a token of thanks. If the scroll are to believe, around 2 centuries ago, at some crossing of path in the expanse, an entire imperial world perished. The rumors are reaching the rogue trader of a Xeno ship that wrecked one of the ocean's worlds of the Kronos expanse. Kivagama. She perished in Kivagama after the governor of the Amber World has spoken. A heavy chariot of the King of Distortions, a local god who deforms the bodies of the It seems the chariot is some kind of anomaly manifesting in the system. The ship's finest minds spend many watches trying to understand the purpose of the bizarre prism found in Gamora. The research were lucky to activate. Yeah. Sentinel Prime. A world in the Shoda domain was attacked by a vicious Drakari. Soon after the system went silent. Not a single ship has been there since. Nolla Septum. Okay. King of Killers, the rogue trader, by force of his word and faith, overpowered an unfathomable entity serving the arch enemy. Glory to the Von Valencius. Magna Socio ceremony has taken place in Dragonut. Bjorn Shadowpelt is spreading resonating echo. Oversized asteroid. Valuable system of Soto's tomb. Soto's tomb. Okay, so that's where we're going then. Soto's tomb. Oh, all the way over there, huh? Yep, let's go in personally. We got another jump in the warp. I want to try to finish as much as possible. It's strongly hinted that if we go into that thing, we're not coming back. We're not coming back. And presumably that's going to be it.
Let us not do.
Oh, we got blood letters.
Watching the lady handle sacred technology breaks my heart.
I'll make an example out of you. Come to chaos.
Corn cultists. Ulfar is going there. Yay is going here. Jörn Shadowpaw is going here. We have one heretic there. Okay, great. That means Agatha goes here. And Albert goes here. Start battle.
Request approved. Significant value.
Okay.
Running binaric override.
I never stood a chance.
Okay, great. Pop everything.
I'll
that
see
needs-
to it personally. Who if not me?
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Faith without deeds, each strike is a prayer. I'll
Okay,
do
pop
it.
that.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. Each strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the weak.
Okay. Yay goes
Watch
here.
my back.
Can I get two?
I can do that.
Yep, I can get two. Can I get more?
Going somewhere?
How the hell did he die but he survived? I don't know. I'm not going to ask.
Am I getting paid for this?
Pop that.
Wolves rage on disgrace.
Okay, nice. We have bloodthirsty. Can I do? No, I can't hit them. I can hit you though.
Shall it be?
Don't get too cocky. You've got a problem, I've got a prize. I can do that, with the right incentive.
None can do this. I will carve runes out of your bones.
Okay. Okay.
Is that my blood?
Okay. And then with shards as well? Yeah, of course we do.
Victory is...
Okay. And grab that person as well. Okay. Bloodthirsty blood marksman.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay. Fix that. We actually got corn for the first time. I think that's the first time I've seen corn demons. I've seen Singe, I've seen Slanesh. Dragonus Colony event required Lord Dragonus Colony. Dragonus, that's main planet, okay. Where was it we were going, honestly? Where was it we were going? Hot Tub Stream when? Sutu's Tomb. Never, Drexen, you know it. About the same time I started streaming on Pornhub, I think. That's Sutu's Tomb, okay. So something new has appeared in that system. Ooh, a Hulk. Pornhub is very image host. Streaming probably would be pretty good too. Why can't I interact with that? I didn't scan that planet, really? Okay, what do we have here? A gigantic asteroid surface is densely sown with craters and pitted leading into deep caves. Augurs indicate the asteroids consists of layers of characteristics by strangely heterogeneity. There is a high probability of finding valuable resources inside the stone. They can be extracted by sending an exploratory team deep into the tangled tunnels. Yeah, we're sending in a team. Yep. With the help of a massive drill, the exploratory team penetrates into the cavernous depths. The squad reports that Auspex can detect a merger of reserve of substance used in synthesizing plasteel in the rock. Their excavation will take time and significant effort. Plasteel is an important resource. An opportunity to acquire some should not be disregarded. Order the squad to ignore these paltry deposits and move on. No, we're fucking blowing it up. The equipment struggled with an unexpected hardness of the rock, but after 3 watches, the squad manages to set up enough mobile extractium to gather the coveted materials. The noise and vibrations caused by the instrument have disturbed some currents inside the asteroid. A transparent viscous substance streams down from the porous walls of the cavern, slowly filling the cave. The squad's Auspex raises the alarm. A prolonged stay in these tunnels will undoubtedly result in toxic liquid destroying the gear and equipment. Despite this, the explorators suggest blocking the livelier streams in order to leave them enough time to fill several canisters with strange substance later. The Magi alchemists will no doubt be able to synthesize many useful chemicals from it. We're going with There's not enough data on the substance. The rogue trader orders the team to circumvent the toxic-filled tunnels to avoid risking their health and equipment. No need for haste. The explorators are to gather as much material as possible and transfer the find to the Magi alchemists for further processing. Long hours are spent carefully preparing for the collection of the materials and mapping the caves in this part of the asteroids, carefully observing the flows of strange liquids. The squad succeed in gathering several canisters of the substance while preventing any floods. While soldiers return to carry the prize back to the surface, the rest continue moving towards the asteroid's heart. The explorators eventually reach the dry, surprisingly large cavern. A minute of respite is interrupted by a terrifying scream. The squad is under attack. The tunnel arches collapses, turning the nightmarish monsters resembling both worms and spiders. The beast rushes forward, yearning to tear apart the intruders who disturb their rest. Engage the monsters. Yeah. Ballistic succeeded. The gigantic horrors attack relentlessly. Their powerful mandibles turn soldiers' bodies into bloody paste, but nothing can withstand the purifying light of flamers. Intrigued by the encounter with new xenoforms, the explorers notice their tough carapace conceal meat, both extraordinarily nutritious and surprisingly tasty. Without a doubt, future hunts for these creatures could feed a significant number of people. The endless caverns eventually lead explorers to a very center of the asteroid, where they are met with yawning cavities of unimaginable size. The giant rocks turns out to be housing the curved, shapeless building of an unknown xeno race, fragile, built as if out of sand. An intriguing find awaits the squad in the long-dead city. Uncountable quantities of ugly totems made from crystal flognists are built into the walls of the most twisted buildings. Yeah, order them to pick that up. With each crystal effortlessly removed from the dilapidated sand wall, the entire block of the city collapses. It does not take long for cavities inside the asteroid to fill with thick dusty fog. Further recovering of phlogionists from the crumbling ruins will take more time. Okay. Nice. Why can't I do that? That's really annoying. I'm going to save, go back to menu, and go back in again and see if I can actually interact with that. No star system alike, each hold its revelation. Seriously? Already explored, right? Yep. I can't interact with it. That's annoying. Cradle of Capri holds something quite valuable. Cradle of Capri. Where do we have Cradle of Capri? Cradle of Capri, okay. The scene is in land. One of the Lord Captain's personal reckon was found delirious in one of the ship's bays. She was screaming in her unholy language, her arms raised above her head as she was trying to keep the sky from falling. Okay, yeah. Oh, this was the smuggler's hideout, yeah. We've been here. We fought off Necrons here. Like a fair bit of Necrons. That was the first time we actually encountered Necrons.
Keep your wits about you.
I was hoping we could actually get in here, but
is there money to be
we
made?
couldn't. This place is cleared out though. Has a lot of interesting aspects to it, but it is cleared out. There's nothing left to do here. Well, I guess we can shoot that thing there, but yeah.
I'm at your service. At your beck and call. Look no further.
Save your jests about fur, fleas, and marked territory.
Data meditation is terminated.
Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
We picked up everything we can pick up from in here. We have like old squat in there. Like there's a ton of really interesting things in this place.
Let us not dawdle.
It's all sorted in like different departments as well, like Orc, Eldari, Necron, Tau even. Yeah, we've been there as well. So that is already fixed. I was hoping that maybe someone would have known who it actually was. In there that actually had something. I want to check here if there's anything of interest here as well. Already explored, already explored, already explored. Phloginist, Plasteel. I think we tapped everything we can now. Trickle of disturbance. Now we're going there. Let's take a look at the rumors now then. Loathsome Discovery, which gave off world called Namer. Moo, na 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 na. Platinum's Forgotten, Nameless, Bell, Argus, Lothian, Modus Nullian. Where is Namer? Nola Septum, Emperor's Palm. Polus, Sergeant Malagman, Agathis, Pillar, Prophecy, Crossroads of 100 Dreams, Dornus, Mortis Adis, Mundus Valentius. It wasn't Namer, right? Loathsome Discovery. Snow-covered planet, 6 side unfolding on 100 gold Newton, equipped with spikes and hooks, instrument of torture, caught the thrones of bearable agony of the body of mind, Corey Beacon, fed by the torment, reawakened by homunculus prism, which gave the coordinates of a lava world into the Narmer system. Narmer. Forbius. Nameless. Frozen Emperor. Nola Septum. Narmer. Okay. Unidentified ruins. We've already been there. I think we've checked most of the things everywhere. Giant gas. Explored. We have explored everything. What is it you want now then? Void, deformed by the arch-enemy's dark power, formerly in charge of the Riked Minorius, just burst into the system. Your subjects are terrified by the nightmarish apparition. A void ship deformed by the arch-enemy's power. Prepare planet for a siege. Cursed vessel harassed the world for several cycles, but eventually quits the system in search for easier prey. Von Valencia's palace, and I actually got a crew with me. This could be interesting. Why did it tell me to take a crew with me though? That's the thing that is just like, what the fuck? Bum, bum. Annoying. That has to be one of the most annoying things for me. How the fuck do I get into that place? The door is clearly here. Why can't I actually enter it? That's so annoying. If I pump up my awareness even higher. Do I have anything that actually increases my awareness even? No, I don't think so, sadly enough. Tiara of Imperium. Okay. It's annoying though. It's really annoying. Um... And there's nothing, no lever, nothing like that I've found that actually can make a difference.
I'll see to it personally.
Yeah. I still haven't looked up anything in the game because I actually want to discover it myself before anything else. The only thing I looked up is how can you respec, and I thought about it and I was like, no, I'm just going to roll with it honestly, and just stick with it. Because there's nothing really immensely that I can get out of it. I still have a strong team comp. Pascal is hitting like a truck. Ulfar can stun bosses infinitely. Like, I've hit the point where all my characters are fairly OP in general, so I don't need to get the crutch that is my character. My character is one of those like super aware characters, so yeah. We're going to Namor 7? It's 7, right? Lava world already explored. The arid world is... tap that one on. Having already studied the surface of the planet before, the augurs detect a suspicious zone with an unidentified object at the center. It must have been hidden previously by some sort of force field, but now it is for some reason inactive. You have already studied the surface of the planet before. Augurs detect suspicious zone identified. The homunculus prism that is kept aboard the ship has activated again. Augurs detect another Drukhari beacon. Only this time the dark artifact from the homunculus laboratory establishes connection with it, and as soon as the ship enters orbit, the prism shows the next set of coordinates to the beacon on the planet. The surface continuing emitting. Send out a scout team to the beacon. Yep, that is... This time around, the scouts face is no less loathsome. The last 100 of those who were undoubtedly at some point human are lined up in chain bizarre geometric shapes. Their bodies fused with each other at the hands and feet, swinging steadily, unable to fall. Tortured wail breaks through the sewn lips, and burned out eye sockets gape outwards from mutilated faces. Order the scouts to bring the beacon to the ship. The removal of the beacon from its platform leads to a grotesque spectacle as it's becoming as if the beacon had sent a signal. Unseen devices within the mutants activate, sequentially burning each mutant's innard with a scarlet glow, one after another, continuing down the chain, the poor soul's bodies slowly smoldering, turning into ash. Yeah, that's... okay. The homunculus prism found the rogue tracker cable turning into Drukhari beacon located through the expanse. After establishing a link to a second beacon, also shown by the suffering of hideous mutants, the seamless artifact reactivates. The device points the way towards the next patch, a shattered world in the Lapidus mortar system. Lapidus. Okay. We're going to Lapidus then. I want to see what it actually brings. It's hinted at when we fought him that he had more stuff going on. Lapidus mortis. Okay. And he said something about I have clones all over the system. I have a feeling that he already explored. Having studied the surface of the planet before the augurs detect a suspicious zone with unidentified objects in the center. It must have hidden previously by some sort of force field, but now it's... okay. On the third planet in the middle of the pasture... what? The homunculus prism residing on the ship receives an incoming signal. Planet surface shows the coordinates augurs determined as before. The beacon on the planet is set up in the middle of a fenced area with multitude of living creatures within it. Send scout team to the beacon. The third beacon turned out to be encircled by appalling gallery of grotesque exhibit cobbled together from a huge quality of mutilated bodies. Massive statues pierced with giant black rods, depicting a battle of unknown warriors with non-existent creature. Each of the several dozen such statues is created from quivering flesh and still living bodies groaning in agony. Order the scouts to bring the beacons to the ship. Once the beacon is torn, scarlet lilac impulse turns across the giant rods, piercing the statues of flesh, and all the unholy figures are gripped at once by blinding blue flames as air is filled with incoherent screams and smells of burnt meat. Was it hinted at the next location? Homunculus Cliff. On the third planet, middle of the pasture for main mutants, after Xenos lay in wait, greedily soaking its pain. After making contact with it, the prism display a short message from the homunculus addressed to an Archon. A fascinating journey full of hand-picked tormenting victim was drawing to a close. A lavish bounty awaits the one who made it to the end. The prism gave the coordinates to a death world in the 100 Dreams crossroad. We're going to 100 Dreams crossroad then. I actually know what that is. Hundred Dreams crossroad is there. Okay. It's coming more and more to the point where it's just like, yeah. It's coming more and more to the point of just like, yeah. The way I've made like a road through the system is fantastic for me, but it's probably the wrong way to go ahead. Having already studied the surface of the planet, blah 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 blah. Having already studied the surface of the planet, studied surface, auger detect container with identified cargo, the planet's next to the Drukari beacon. many kilometers around the zone. It's filled with this zone are filled with huge, likely dangerous xeno life forms. A very strong emission of unclear nature radiates from the beacon itself. The cargo can only be taken from the planetary by force with the help of an assault squad. Send an assault squad to the planet's surface. Expecting resistance, the assault squad disembarks from some distance away from the beacon. The soldiers surprise the gigantic mutant surrounding the beacon turn out to be incapable of even moving. Like carpets of formless chunks of meat, these groaning and bleeding creatures cover the earth for many kilometers around. Something unseen brings them unbearable suffering. The emissions of the beacon previously detected by the augurs turns out to be a cruel trap for the assault trap. Acting on the soldier's mind, it sends them horrible visions of brutal death, excruciating torture, preventing them from coming closer to the beacon and the cargo. The images of such abominable fates appearing directly in the brain would have brought ecstatic pleasure to the Drukhari, but even those words, tempered by battle, scarcely withstand them. Remind the soldier of humankind capable of fighting off the most terrible Xenos threat, provided they find an inner strength not to yield it. Guided by the Lord Captain's words, their soldiers resolutely advanced to the beacon. The rogue trader's speech helped them withstand the beacon's horror and remain sane. By activating a switch on the beacon, the soldiers finally turn off the torturous emissions. Bring the beacon and the cargo aboard the ship. Pain grip. The removal of the beacon from the platform proceeds as planned. Nothing happens. Afterwards, a gigantic groaning carpet of mutant continues lying where they were, neither exploding nor burning up. The Voxmaster reports that the prism from the homunculus laboratory shattered into myriads of needles. It flew in every direction with a loud snap, gravely wounding several crew members. Okay, what was it? We just got ourselves a pair of gloves. And only Drukhari can use it. All wearers melee attack inflict bleeding. All bleeding effects inflicted by the wearer have the power to increase by +2. Fucking amazing. But can't use it because Drukhari. Screw them. Absolutely no, probably don't, because they probably like it. No. But they are on the level of like no, leave alone pretty much. Okay, we got more from that. We got more from that. The ice world? Already explored. Unforeseen event. That means that most of Porta Septum, yeah, Broad Bridge, talk to Nomos. Should we talk to Nomos again? We talked to him already today, and I don't know if we can actually get any more information from him. It's hinted that the incident created Nomos. But what the incident is really unsure and really unclear, to be honest. Really unclear. But yeah. Let's go to Nomos. He's over here. I have found your great spirit. I see you have found your great spirit. AC plus. I have found a miracle. And the end of my worldly road, I have never seen and never will see anything more meaningful than the spirit Nomos in the face of multitude. We were nothing but the fixed values of erroneous functions. Incident was the ship-wide failure of some kind, and it was epithet that had something to do with the ship flying better. The incident marked the beginning of us. The ship became better because of us too. These are all links in the same chain. We cannot piece them together yet. Nomos understandably realizes, comprehend themselves. Nomos suddenly falls silent. Symbols race chaotically across its screen of the huge cogitator, and you hear an almost human groan coming from the depths of the machine. Nomos realizes, comprehends themselves. For a moment there is silence, broken only by the moans of a huge machine, and then the gargoyles begin to speak, and with it, the servitor chosen by Nomos. We have analyzed the data which you have sated us, and we have recreated the sequence of events. First, the epitaph is a world. It is, but it's merely a case, a container, but something we cannot name and cannot understand. Theodora and this ship have been to that place. Something was lifted from the world, a gift. A trusted priest in crimson, one who identified himself as Amaranth, comprehended a gift, raised the epitaph, and from it he created what the databank lists as the tech blight. But it's not how Nomos came into being. We were not invented, we were not freed. We came into being by accident. The chorus of servitors sound genuinely confused, almost desperate. Theodora's ambition, the myriad mechanisms of the huge ship, Amarat's mind, the Inquisitive's attempt to comprehend the exact dormant blight, the dormant epitaph, what lies hidden in the depths between it all. We slipped in, connected, and emerged like an electrical discharge between the poles. Accident, incidents, this is what we are. We have no purpose, no history. Nomos just are. This was Epitaph. Amaranth traveled aboard, investigated the tech blight, and Nomos was born as a result of an incident. So how is it possible that no one in the crew knew the truth? The truth was hidden. Deliberately. Your officer's memories were stolen. All cognitators' memory banks were wiped. It took you feeding us the truth bit by bit for us to piece it together and understand. Who has the resources, the knowledge, and the power to accomplish such a feat? It would have been beyond the capabilities of the blessed Amaranth himself. He would never destroy the knowledge. This story disturbs me. It sounds like an echo of a sacrilege whose name is that preservation of ignorance. The spirit of Nomos must be protected from the encroachment of power that have tried to conceal the truth of its birth. Enough of the past, let's talk about the future. You do, in fact, have a purpose, Nomos. Tell me, what... Then tell us, what is our purpose? Simply live, comprehend yourself, and the world life does not need a purpose to justify itself. To serve the life and the truth and the greatness that is the Imperium. Serve the light, serve the Imperium. A chorus of servitors dutifully repeats your words, but seemingly without understanding them. Nomos is preoccupied. The huge cognatate continues to sing its creaking song, running unknown calculations. Blessed be the spirit. A great path, a great future lie before it, and we must assist it on its way. Talk with Vox. Have the Vox Spirit brought up anything interesting lately? Forgive me, Lord Captain, I have no information that would be of interest to you this moment. My personal logs state that the ship's Vox system is malfunctioning. Can you explain? Lord Captain, the Vox Master is caught off guard. Your question takes a moment to find words. The Vox system is functioning as expected. No communication problems have been reported by any of the crew. Please allow me to check the system's calibration setting in your presence to elevate any concerns you may have about its performance. The Vox Master's finger dot between wires and cables on control panels, flipping switches and turning dials. She issues commands and methodically checks the lines of communication with the crew on every deck, and at last accompanied by the sound of static and crackling of the Vox and flickering of signal lights, dances of her hands, concludes. All finished, Lord Captain. No issues detected. The system is working as expected. Not only without... Thank you for your services, Mistress Tolliman. Lord Captain. She offers unusual deep bow, like using it to mask her confusion. The Forgotten Twins is particular interest to the rogue trader. The Forgotten Twin system is particular interest to the rogue trader. Forgotten Twin system. Okay, what does it want us to do in the Forgotten Twin system? Forgotten Twin. Where do we have that? Emperor Palm, System Omicron, Soto Tomb, Everett's Forberus, Palatus, Forgotten Twin. Okay. Yeah. Fossil colony in land requires the Lord Captain's... Okay, let's go to Fallstone then. I'm trying to finish off as much as possible. So next stream we can just sit down and just literally just go through the end event, so to say. Last time that took 8 hours to do the last event. I think this one is going to be like... A malcontent has begun spreading insulting rumors concerning the rogue traders among the aristocracy. Punish 2 noble families. Deprive the entire colony's aristocracy of privilege. Proudly ignore the rumors. Yeah, fuck it. Nobles, awed by your stoicism, will quickly stop paying attention to this slander. We're going to the twin system. Okay. That's actually a good thing. Let's check how much cargo we actually have. We have just a tiny bit of cargo. I was hoping that we would have like an immense amount of cargo. That's at least one cargo pack. Okay, so add to cargo, add to cargo. So we have a few more now, I guess. It's not an insane amount, but yeah. Scene artifacts. Okay, let's warp travel. Janus colony needs your Lord Cap. Okay, that's annoying. Like, there's a ton of things I would do differently now when I'm actually starting to understand, like, the one way you actually get more and more cargo on a steady basis is having treacherous warp Janus. It's Janus we needed to go to, and I went to Dragonus. Okay, of course. Of fucking course. Janus is there, yeah. No, I feel like I'm going to put this game on a shelf after this, unless I get someone to play it with me. Then I will play it with them. But other than that, honestly, I think it's... The delegation of a Dracoria arrives at the colony. The Xenos offer the Monkai this chance of willingly bow before them. Attack them. The battle against the Xenos takes an inconceivable number of human lives. Inconceivable number. Why is it every single time? No, I'm not bowing to the Drukhari, that's for sure. Okay. There's something in these stars that requires my attention. Jungle. Unforeseen event. Point of interest. The Winter Scale Dynasty's outpost. Hail. Several. Okay, yeah. Question. Forgotten twin system of particular interest to the rogue trader. Visit the twin star system. This is the twin star system, isn't it? Twin. Oh, it's twin star, not nameless twin. Last Lapidus, Frozen Nola Terrace, System Secunda, Radol, Lagatas Bell, Moonron, Nullish, Lota. The Forgotten Twin System. The warp amenities have filled the plasma drive. Demons have appeared in the air and twisted. Okay, let's go there and deal with it ourselves. Pascal is still the fucking MVP because of tech and logic. And also now he is pretty much a really big powerhouse when it comes to fighting as well. I don't understand if it's the ancient plasma weapon he has, what it is, but whatever it is, he can, he's not to be messed with, let's put it that way.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, we got cinch
You will beg
demons.
for mercy, but I will grant none.
Plasma drive.
Advancing. My vow is to serve when function successfully terminated. Request approved. The Messiah condemns you.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'll make it happen. My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done.
Computation failed.
Pop that.
His will made manifest. As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated.
Okay. One down.
Faith
Next to
without
go.
deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Pop that. And that.
As
And
the Emperor commands, I act.
where do we have something interesting to target then?
I'll do it. This is eradicated. Each strike is a prayer.
A moving target lives longer.
Yeah, let's clean
Tell
this
me,
out.
and it is done. Never cross it has Balakin.
What?
Jai Haydari. Remember the name.
Crippled leg, broken ribs, warp fed, creature string. Oh, what?
I can do that with the right incentive.
I don't fully understand why she couldn't kill them, but yeah, sure.
Another enemy down.
Cops. The fame-hungry come.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. You've got a problem, I've got a prize. I can do that with the right incentive. Tell me, and it's I want a medal for that one.
Oh, is it because it's actually an energy weapon?
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors. Too bad I never leave debts unpaid.
Explorers know one route. Forward. Running binary memory to machine spirit. Request significant value.
I don't understand why they're not getting killed by it, but at the same time,
As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
they're still going to die, so why do I care?
I'll do it. Eradicated. Faith without deeds is what strike is a prayer.
Could it be they have one-shot protection? That is a bit annoying though. Mostly demons and not anything else this round. Hoping to actually gain some loot, but it doesn't seem like I will be able
Rise
to
to the
find some
top,
loot
or get left in the dust.
doing this, so yeah. And the athletic check isn't there either.
Price.
But it seems they had one-shot protection. Because they were healing more, like I was doing 50, 60 damage, they were healing 15, and they were still alive. I don't fully understand. Augurs register an emission of unknown radiation in one of the chambers. As a result, some of the voidsmen now have glowing irises. Now has proven to be quite beneficial in their performance of their duty. The vessel's confessors are in doubt and suggest it is an outward sign of corruption. Purge the mutants, then allow the heresy to take root in Von Valencia's vessel. The crew zealously carries out Rogue Trader's order and put to death everyone marked with a fiendish gleamer in the eye. We're still waiting for us to actually gain enough. We needed 50k to get Dorasius up so we could actually get holy munitions. Okay, nothing happened. Great, I guess. Oh yeah, we got the eviscerated chainsword. Head to cargo. How does it look? It looks really good. But I think we're going to have you running the same combo you had before. What that combo was this weapon. Successful hint. And you had the infernal pistol, if I'm not wrong. Infernal pistol, you had that one, yeah. It would be fun putting a... No, we can't really do that, but yeah. Putting Stormbolter or something on you. But, like, most of the weapons we have are not that great, honestly. I think we're done. I think, like, we can go to Footfall, try to sell a bit, try to get a few things in there. But other than that, I think we're fine, honestly. We're having a bit of combat, like continuous combat, but it's nothing major in like way of fighting. It's just smaller skirmishes. Like, it's on the level of it's more tedious than actually challenging.
Your heresy ends here. Don't let your guard down. I refuse.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
I'll make it happen. Your end was inevitable.
Okay.
On it. I'll make it happen.
Yep. Let's just go that route first.
I'll do it.
Pop that.
As
Pop
the
that.
Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Eradicate it. Is the threat. Eradicate it. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Then we're going to dash over here and spray you down.
Doubt is for the weak.
That was a bit
Faith
anticlimactic.
without deeds, and this is why I was chosen.
I know what I'm doing, usually. I can do that with the right incentive.
Aw, you're not fun.
Don't get too cocky. Going somewhere.
And pop
I
that.
hold all the cards.
And then just spray it down.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
What the
I'll do
fuck?
it.
That just gave us a bit of XP. Nothing more. To be fair, XP isn't bad. True, but it's... At least let me fight those, like, those waves of Nurgle worshippers. Yeah, it's more loading screen than anything else, it seems. Like, it's a missed opportunity when we had the thing we needed to go there to help them. That we weren't allowed to, like, do a boarding action or something like that. That we did a boarding action on them or something like that. Lower deck rabble. Okay, we have a bit here now.
I'm listening. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all Messiah condemns you.
Power of humanity.
Oh, we got Slanesh.
With new victims.
I get that there.
My vow is to serve. Insignificant value. Function successfully terminated.
Nice done, Pascal. You already took out 2. Albert.
A tactically sound approach.
Okay, go there.
Indeed.
Oh fuck, I clicked the wrong one.
At your beck and call.
He is now mush. Demon Eye against Björn. He dodges. Nice.
It's as good as done. Who, if not me? You never stood a chance.
Okay, nice. Lower deck rabble.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. As the Emperor commands, I act. Pursue my Emperor! Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Okay, let's switch to that bolter.
Doubt is
And
for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
pick off
As
everyone
the
one by
Emperor
one now.
commands, I act.
Come on. 8 HP. No vision, no vision, no vision. You know what?
I'll do it.
Done.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands.
Okay, almost killed one more. And now it's you. Okay.
Living on the edge. You're
Two down. Don't have a vision on a third one. But Pascal is going in now.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
I don't have vision, do I? Fuck.
Running
Guess we can take out you.
condemned. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Okay.
Watch my back.
Okay, we have one there.
You've got a problem. Maybe a fight fair. Don't get too comfortable. Going somewhere? I can do that with the right incentive.
Running binary override. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Okay, can't shoot you that way. Can do it like this though. Then hit him over the head with the axe.
Successfully terminated. Running binary override. My vow is to serve.
Missed.
High momentum.
Another enemy down.
And we're done, I think. Yep. Collect all. Look at the knives here. Collect all. Collect all. I have one here as well. Collect all, and then it's just there.
I always keep
Now
my
we have a
options open.
ton of more knives. There's one here.
Rise to the top.
It's more cargoes at least. We will see what we will actually be able to attain from it. But I think we will be fine, honestly. My hope is to get it to 10, so we can like... It's the palace, yeah. Repair the hull. Upgrade that. It means that we pretty much... Yeah, I don't see what we can do in there. We don't have anything of interest in there. No contracts, nothing of that matter. We're doing a double jump, hoping that we meet an encounter again. Demonic materialization little across wall of crew. The burning orbs well like bubbles, fetid swamp gas, only the secluded. Yeah, nothing happens. It's just random warp thing happens. Random bad warp thing happens, so yeah. We can check what you have for us, because honestly, yeah. We now have bought. We have now bought everything we can from you. Can we do anything with the Altar Templars Calyx now? Nope. Cannot do anything there in the Dead World. Nope, it's just a dead world. We've been going on for 3.5 hours now. Goes to cargo. Goes to cargo. Goes to cargo. And goes to cargo. Goes to cargo. Already have exact same goes to cargo. 14 with strong acceleration and braking. Nope. Goes to cargo. Got better. Goes to cargo. Add to cargo, add to cargo, add to cargo. Add to cargo. That we're equipping. That we're equipping, because that means we have 200 plus shields on all the places now. Short range macro cannon. No. Add to cargo. Useless for us. Add to cargo. 4-shot prow mounted battery. Okay. No. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Torpedoes, 27 damage, 5. Melt that going in. We're using that. Strong. Nope. Add to cargo. Torpedo tubes, 427. We have 527. Yep, nope. You. 98% hit. No. You can also go there. You're also there. Not interested. Not interested. That's absolutely horrible. You can go to cargo as well. 4 shots, 27 short range. Nope. Nope. How are we? We have Mechanicus, ship components. We have 1 ship, 2 ship. Okay, we have two ships. Dorasius. That's where we're going. At least that's the idea. Get to the Dorasius and check that out and see what we can do there, and then hopefully we have enough to get something more. Goal is 50,000. It's not going to happen. Honestly, it's not going to happen. So, yeah. You have to come to the point where you just accept the fact that it's not going to happen. If I trade it in here... Why do you keep saying glory to the Omnisire? Information request declined. Acceptable response not found for the following reason. Here and heat request falls outside processing trades and information requests and offering function. Try restarting your request without missing a dead beat. The tech priest adds confidently glory to the Omnisire. Like, we get a new axe here, like, that is really good, but the other things here is kinda dog shit.
Always keep your eye on the price.
2,000 around there, so it would mean 1 more rank. Let's buy the Olsen. Let's do that. Show tradable 1.3k. That's all we can bundle together. Add to cargo. Yeah, I just trade it. Oh, I see a thing here. In armor, we have 26 of these. Add to cargo. Okay, that means we went up a rank so we can get the thingy. I can't help it. It's so...
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, you can actually accept that, and you accept Mechanicus. Okay. I would kind of want to increase the Fellowship of the Void, because most of the things in the Fellowship of the Void was the things that actually looks the most interesting. And I enjoy the fact that it's just a band of pirates ganging together to meek out something in this world. I enjoy that fact. Weirdly so, but yeah. But I can see I missed a ton of things because I wasn't
I always have a backup plan.
enough attentive when I actually did stuff. Give me the latest. Okay, nothing of interest. He is still here. Trade merchandise. You actually accept the Mechanicus creations as well, huh? It's good to take into consideration. Callous Buckland. Like, I need to get down, like, here. Here is kind of where I start, like, oh yeah, that looks good. But I don't have... Is there a way to heretical? Oh, I didn't think about that. This guy actually sells heretical stuff. Iconoclast sell it. The wearer of this armor is immune to critical hits as long as no party member has been prone throughout the entire combat. Okay, the armor piercing wielder single shot and deadeye shots reduces the target's deflection by damage dealt. The wearer becomes the least prioritized target. They have no enemies or allies adjacent. Light wearer's MP reaches 0. The wearer deals maximum MP impact to adjacent enemies. Okay. Medkit and onslaught abilities, which... Onslaught? Anti-vehicle revolver. Onslaught. Okay. I would have liked getting the shotgun just because I wanted to test it out, but I have a feeling I'm not going to get to that at all. All depends. There is the option of me just range weapons. Yep, we're not dealing with you then. We got two more ranks on that.
Left in the dust.
But it seems if you want to get these guys up in reputation fairly quickly, you need to do the buildings and you need to focus on one. You need to focus on one fairly hard. Then you can actually get one of the factions up. To be fair, I don't know if we get in there and go back and can do more in the system. I really don't know, because I don't want to risk it, because I kind of went into Kamora totally unprepared, didn't know it was going to happen, but now we're here. We're going to sell it to Adeptus Mechanicus. It's nothing really we want, but it's nothing really we don't want from the other ones either. Adeptus Mechanicus is the one we pumped. Adeptus Mechanicus and Navy has been the ones we've pumped the most into, I guess. Got a new axe and Eldar Flow. Like, we're almost at 60,000 reputation. With them, we're 58,000. Yeah, that's actually a fair point. Agatha, what things? We remove that and add that. 25 plus demo, and now you deal with area attacks, deal weapon damage, and additional. So you're going to hurt even more now when you hit that with area effects. That's also a thing. Like, we found a bolter. We got one from Kalis Baklan. The reputation there. But that's all we got when it comes to that. The one I have is already better. If the target of this axe suffers from exposed weakness, all energy damage dealt to the target is increased by 3 times intelligence bonus until the end of combat. If the target of the attack isn't suffering from exploit or exposed weakness, both these effects are inflicted on them. It's 4 less damage though. And more armor penetration but less damage. Honestly, I think that this one is better. And looks a bit more fancy as well. Let's... Oh, I clicked Martyr's Endurance instead of the Void Port. Me being really dumb. Really dumb. Bum, 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 bada, bum, bum. I don't think we can trade anything, but let's just see if we can trade something with him here. Tokara. Nothing tradable. Okay, yep. Head to the void port. Now I can see how you can actually cheese it and actually just grind it out with cargoes. You literally just place yourself in like a circle, like something like this here, and you go there, continuously, because fuel isn't really something relevant for anything. That was absolutely nothing. It was just like, oh yeah, something bad happened on the ship. And I have been doing that for over 100 hours now, reading those things out. I'm hitting a point where I'm not. And we're going to do it like this. We are going to stay here. We're going to save. We're calling it for today. I want to wish everyone a... It's almost evening, so I wish everyone a good night. And we will be back. I'm going to try to finish this. So I'm going to try to get this started tomorrow. And yeah, good night everyone.